Way up high, that's the Virgin of Guadalupe. When the Spanish arrived, they don't have much luck converting the indigenous because the Spanish are Europeans, and just like Americans and Canadians of today, they're very word-oriented and word-obsessed. And they'll read the written word and follow the sequence of the words. For the indigenous, they're visual thinkers, so all this word obsession doesn't mean much to them. 12 years after the Spanish arrived, this image of Mary appears to an indigenous farmer outside of Mexico City. His name is Juan Diego. She speaks to Juan Diego in his own language and tells him, "I want a church built here, go tell the bishop." So he does, and the bishop doesn't believe him. Because why would Mary speak to this indigenous man in his own language when there's obviously a Spanish bishop right here in town? So the next time Juan Diego's out, Mary appears again. She's like, "Juan Diego, where's my church?" And he explains, "Well, I'm sorry, but Bishop doesn't believe me." So she tells him, "See those roses? Go wrap them in your cape and go present them to the bishop." And the legend is when he opens his cape, out fall the roses, and on the cape is this image of Mary, the one that Juan Diego saw. His cape is just made from cactus, and they normally last about 20 years. That cape is over 500 years old, has a church built around it that's the most visited church in the world outside of the Vatican. Because this image speaks volumes to the indigenous. And the type of stuff it says, Mary is not looking directly, because that's very rude. Her face is neither indigenous nor Spanish, but a mixture of the two. Her hair is loose, which lets the whole indigenous world know she's a virgin, she's not married. However, she's wearing a black belt. That lets the world know she's pregnant, so she's a pregnant virgin. Not only is she pregnant, but she's really pregnant because she appears on December 12th and she gives birth on December 25th. Her hands, one is large and white, one is small and brown. That's because she's about to give birth to the new race in the new country of Mexico. That's a mixture of the indigenous and the Europeans. The way she stands, she's got her left foot out. Her hands are like this because she's getting ready to start dancing and clapping, which is still how the indigenous pray. She's surrounded by rays of sunlight because she comes literally before the Son of God. She stands on a crescent moon because she's literally above the indigenous goddess of the moon, and in Juan Diego's language, middle of the moon is where we get the word Mexico. The angel that holds up the moon, he's got the wings of an eagle. And an eagle then becomes a symbol of Mexico. His wings are red, green, and white because those are the colors of the birds that sang every time Mary appeared. So what's on the Mexican flag today? Red, green, and white, and the eagle.